olókun. Olókun àjìkí omi. Olókun ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ òwò. Olókun sẹ́ni adé ìbá o. Olókun, you be praised. Olókun rich in radiant peace. O máa gbé olókun sẹ́ni adé. Wọ́n ní àgbà kì í wà lọ́jà kórí ọmọ tuntun wọ́. Lest a child fails his purpose, let his cradle tell the riddle. Let his akọsẹ̀jáyé be told. Let the elders tell his fortune. Let the eldest bless the child. I was 8, always late. To bed, to wake for breakfast, I was late for school. My father was troubled. What would become of this boy if he would not learn lessons of life before it is too late? He set up a date between me and my fate. I was 8, couldn't think straight. My mind was too lazy to dream, my vision shorter than my shorts, arms too weak to fight, even for my right. My liver was the texture of petals, perhaps of lily, for I was called lily-livered until I was 8 and had a date with my fate. On a day my father etched in my memory, like words of glory on a medal of honor. The city breeds the weak, he said. The city shields the fool. Deji, you must come with me to a place where God of men is casting iron and the arms of women are made of steel. So we traveled away from the noise, the glam, the glitter, and the weakness of the city to our ancestral home, where my father's fathers buried sense and strength in the heart of their children, where they cut teeth, climbing Iroko. We drove all day. I slept all night. It was 4 in the morning. He tapped my shoulder, held my lips between his fingers. Shh, don't wake my Magba. For the heart of a mother is softer than her breast, my father whispered in my ears as my sleepy eyes came alive. Do not wake my mother. We must set out for Agbanimo, the river of knowledge. Our forefathers swam to the wise and immersed their children for the taste of knowledge, wisdom, power, and death. Agbanimo is forbidden for the fool. I was lost. On the road to the rest of my life, my father said a lot. A few I remember. He spoke of what to come. A river of knowledge that has wisdom that kills foolishness. He spoke of my foolishness and how Agbamimo is a killer of the unwise. Deji, today is the day you die, to be reborn in wisdom. I was afraid of the promised death, my rebirth, afraid of what to come. For I'd heard ignorance is bliss, and with knowledge comes a burden. I was afraid of the burden ahead. To reach our destination, we trailed the path paved by our forefathers. The land they poured libation for the spirits to be kind to their unborn children, so their head would touch the sky and their feet go places. He said, I do not walk tall. I do not have a hold on myself enough, and now is the hour of my baptism. We walked miles. We talked to the sound of birds, crickets, creatures creeping through the bushes. And there it was, killer of the unwise. By the river of knowledge, he laid me down, told me to catch my breath, told me to stand, and pushed me into the river. Like a child learning to walk, my weary legs fell apart as my head sank beneath the river. I began to drown. as death held me by the neck. Then he pulled my hand, lifted my head above the river. I was back to life. Between the vagueness of the moment and the meanness of my father, I heard his voice like a gong. Knowledge is the lesson you have learned, without which you are nothing but a prey in the jungle of life. If I pushed you into the river, without the knowledge of my intention, you cannot avert the doom. If the doom befell you, the knowledge of how to swim will be your messiah, without which you will have a taste of death. If I pushed you still, with the knowledge of how to pull you out, then I have the power to give your life back to you. Seek knowledge in every way, my son, and you will have power over big and small things of life. After my immersion, he told me to look to the end of the river. My vision was hazy and the end was beyond sight. He smiled, told me not to worry, for no one stands in one place to see the end of a river. I was told to look to the bottom. I struggled to see beyond the surface. He smiled again and said, Akiri dioku, akiri diosa. No one sees the bottom of a river. No one sees the bottom of a lagoon. And like the river, my son, no one sees the depth of anything in life by gazing at the surface or the end without going the distance. To see the depth, you must go deep. To see the end, you must go far. And the eyes of your mind must be open to see the things the eyes in the sockets of your skull cannot behold. This is how prophets are born. This is how seers are made. This is the secret behind the sixth sense of a woman and of men who see tomorrow. This is how fortune tellers in the days of our fathers could tell the akosejaye of a newborn even before the lines on the palms are visible for reading. Learn to close your eyes, my son, and begin to see with the eyes of your mind. Then came a moment of magic. In all, I closed my eyes, shut my doubts away, and began to see things beyond explanation. I saw myself walk on the river. I saw the depth, the end. Fishes dance to the tune of chorals. Creators unknown. The majesty of Agbamimo. I saw my father in a form never seen before. He was mammoth, fierce, with flame on his fingers. He wrote my name on the water, and words in my heart never to be forgotten. Do not forget your name, he wrote. Forget not the descendant of whom you are. Remember the road that will lead you home, the pathway to lead your children to the river of knowledge, and the treasure chest of eternal wisdom hidden in your cradle. Deji, do not forget your cradle. The morning after, he led me to the home of the dead, Isauku, where the high and low end their journey in life, where the soul of those who lost for riches and power is lost in the lack of it, and the majesty of kings is laid to rest. To show me life is nothing but a compendium of moments and memories. Everything that has a beginning must have an end. Even the might of warriors will be submitted to the earth. The flesh of the high will be fed to the low. The walks the graveyard, where the spirit of man is trapped in the void of time, and the bone of man is food for maggots. Hand in hand in reverence, we walked the land of the dead. No message of doom should be heard. From the mouth of he who makes sacrifices to the gods, he said, but on this day, my son, I will break your heart with the truth that no matter your height and might in life, no matter your weakness, death is the destination of all. The strong, the smart, timid, wicked, mighty, tyrants, those as meek as dove and the ones unable to take courage. Death is the end of me, even of you, my son. Death will be the end. After our communion with the dead, that impressed upon my soul the dreaded lesson taught by death. We left the dead to rest in peace. And with my suitcase of lessons on knowledge, courage, culture, wisdom, vision, tradition, the road to where we call home, and death, I was reborn by my father, immune to the weakness of the city and the emptiness within.
Oh, look, where died to be praised. Oh, look, reaching radiant beams. Homage to Olokun, Senior.